Well, this is what it looks like when it arrived. UPS dude just kind of dropped it off my porch here. Looks like there's 7 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. We have 2 oblong ones, and this seems pretty impressive. It's made out of some kind of wood, wooden thing. So we're going to drag these into the garage and get them laid out and kind of see what's what here in a second. Okay, first impressions of the first box. Wow. Here's all the packing material put back into it. The whole thing was surrounded by this foam, insulation foam. Nothing moved in this sucker. Everything seemed to be right in place where they put it. The only thing that came loose was one little bolt, and they were put on loosely on purpose because they even pre-threaded this stuff for us, so I kind of know exactly where this thing goes. And I believe it was this little guy right here. This little guy right here came off and was laying in the bottom of the box, and that's just for movement. So can't idiot-proof everything. That's already some idiot-proofing there. So very nice job on the first box. Very impressive. That's a pretty good sized box right there. That's some pretty heavy gear, and it was done nice and tight. This baby is very exciting. So it's about twice as big as I thought it was going to be. I think I got a 6-incher, and this is definitely a foot. So that was a bonus surprise for me, and boy, do I really appreciate that. So very, very cool so far, and now on to the next box. Okay, well, kind of got to set sit down the slant here. This is a nice wooden construction, and I think the way I'm going to attack this is hit this tape, but I have a sneaky suspicion this has been tacked down. So I'm going to figure out how to crack this nut and then show you the inside in a second. Well, you can see I got her off, and basically just needed the screwdriver. The hammer was mostly for intimidation. I didn't use it. The knife to get the back straps. Don't stick your hand in there when you're prying it apart. Those nails come down fast if you don't get both sides at the same time. So, yeah, these are the rails. Nice long heavy rails. We have some polycarbonate in here. Again, more rails and stuff. So I'm not really just going to leave it in here because they're heavy as hell, and I'm sure I'll need it pretty much all at the same time. So I'm going to leave the lid off, carry this over there. But that's an awesome case. I'll make something out of that. So I'll open up the other one. I'm pretty sure it's just a repeat of this one. But that's how that's done. Very nicely. It's it's loose in there, but you have just big aluminum holes. Very heavy construction. Very safe in there. So very impressive packing. Nice. Okay, so this box was a little bit different. This is the last box, 6 of 6. It's still wooden, bottom and sides, but the two sides and the top were wrapped in cardboard. Very well done. I mean, I just had to take, basically just cut off the top with the little knife over there. And this time the screwdriver was just for intimidation. And it is, it's solid. It's not moving anywhere. It's totally wrapped in plastic, rewrapped. There's two different types of extruded aluminum rails, and those boogers are heavy, man, heavy. So I guess that's all my initial impression of all the pieces. Everything is just very sturdy, heavy pieces. This is going to be a sturdy construction for sure. And I'm a ShopBot user, and I love ShopBot guys because they do the same thing. They don't hold back on the steel and the good stuff, even on the aluminum side as well. So this booger's heavy. I'm just going to slide that box next to the other one and just leave it until I need it, because that booger's not going anywhere and it's heavy as heck. So there you go. That's the 6 box, and I'll get a shot of all of it on the mat, and then the next set of videos will be putting this booger together. Real looking forward to that. Okay, well, that's what comes in 6 boxes of stuff for the Pilot CNC. This is a 26-inch by 26-inch by 12 unit. Very excited about it. The only thing you're not seeing here is the control box that came with it. It was already wired and plugged. It's ready to go. All I have to do is put this thing together and plug into it looks like. And I have it, just so you can see it all. Get you going here. And that unit is right next to what's dark in there in it. Yeah, you can see the little power switch. But anyway, it's sitting right next to my other unit there. So I'll pull it out later when it comes time to show how to put it together. So anyway, it's all laid out, ready to go. There are a lot of bits and bobs. I did not unpack all that stuff. I'm just going to wait till it's time. Those are the step motors, the connections. There's the little daisy chain thing that'll hide the wires so it doesn't get caught up in anything. This is the spindle holder and spindle, controller, extruded rods, and such. So it looks like everything is absolutely here. I just got to figure out how to put it together. As far as the unpacking is concerned, I don't have any criticisms at all. As a matter of fact, it's probably overkill, some of it, but I appreciate that, especially as how heavy some of these units are. So the only thing that I can think of that happened, and this is really picky, is this little guy right here, I think, that was this one, came off, and the little lock washer that goes with it. It's probably in the packing somewhere. I'll go look around, but if not, I'll supply the little lock washer that goes there. And the only other thing was one of these guys. Where was it? I think I think one of these bolts came out. But it was the only thing loose in the box, so it was easy to figure out where it went. So that's being picky. This thing came all the way from Oregon, and in the packing, it did not move. It was solid and tight. It's heavy gear, but even the things that aren't heavy, they have the potential. I mean, just see how they're just all wrapped up, much less crated up. There, so yeah, fantastic job. I'm very pleased with how it came out. Have no suggestions on how to do it any better. Like I said, it's a little overkill in places, but I really appreciate it. Everything's here. I'm confident that basically it's on me to put this thing together. I'll try to put a video of that up in stages anyway. Let you know how that goes. First step is read the instructions, right? This isn't something I'm going to attack without looking at the information that Griffith provided. That gives me the CD. There's a booklet that's in the power supply box. It's right here. So I got to figure out the programming of it, but these sheets are like right on top. You cannot miss it where they warn you. And there's also one, a controller box that warns of not plugging this stuff while it's powered up. So I have all that. I'm ready to go. This was your unboxing, the Pilot Pro 262612 unit. Thanks.